you have to you have to use that blunder to your own advantage. That is what politics is about. That
Sure.
is why you don't go about to create some ridiculous optics. What Obi did in the Vatican, that was a terrible optic for him.
Mm.
And then, so you think that the APCs are not going to still use that thing? You wait now until the campaign starts.
Right. Mm.
You're supposed to know better, because I'm looking at that thing and I'm seeing Obi. It's not like they sit them together. They didn't sit them together. It's not like they're on the same row, or the row after Tinubu, or not even third row from there. He's coming from the back to come and greet him here in the front. This is a man that you are alleging stole a mandate from you.
Mm.
You know what it took for people to give you that mandate? People died for that mandate.
Mm.
There are a lot of people that are living with scars right now in Nigeria
Just because of that. Mm.
for that mandate that they gave you. And then you will now take yourself from that place to come and greet that man here in the front. And then they'll be Oshowore now is speaking about that, and the obedience are jumping here and there, and they are mad, is jealous. The
But
obedience should actually
the
be the
issue,
one.
see, the issue is that when you have to actually like create false narration, right? That seems to be more than just, you know what, like I'm condemning this, like you just did now, right? This is wrong, and this is
Yeah,
why.
but that's politics. But that is what politics is.
Okay,
The
okay.
guy is just trying to show you people that, look, this man might not even be different from those people that you are talking about.
Hmm.
Okay, now they are trying to go and form an opposition. Now
Yeah, a
it's
coalition.
trying to with the articles and the rest of them. So tell me, you want to replace APC with these people? So are we? Is it not still the same thing?
Hmm.
Is it not this still the same group that has been destroying this country
Like they have to
since
use him
this third
as the
republic
mask now.
started?
So everybody will have to be
Exactly.
behind the sorry, everybody will have to be
Do you
behind
understand?
him
uh
and then
And
ignore this guy. I get you. Go on.
so, and this man is just you is using you people as a bargaining chip. That's the way I see it.
Hmm.
Because the only reason they are talking to Obi is because of the people, the followers.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
That is it. You know. So, and then I think somebody said that Showore, when he talks, so the bad idiots don't go after him like they go after Obi, and so he must be working for Tinubu. You are forgetting that politics is a game of numbers.
It is.
The only strong opposition that had for APC there is Labour, which will be supposed to be leading, and the PDP.
Hmm.
And they are already trying to dismantle PDP right now.
I mean, it's probably
So
either the
the
exit points.
strongest, yeah. So the strongest opposition that they could have right now is Obi if he's actually doing the opposition work, but he's not doing that.
Hmm.
Do you understand? He's not doing that.
But
So it's
when you
like,
look at the reality, all right, according to what other observers are also pointing out, okay, there is
yeah,
no way Obi can go it alone. And listen, right? They are not talking about the number of people who want to vote for him. It is about actually protecting such votes. And because of the way Nigeria is, there are some certain interests that if they are interested in you, they can help you ensure the protection of such vote. People are not ignoring that by saying he can't go it alone. But you think he can go it
at
alone
what
if he
cost
build his
though?
own party, right?
No, 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 no. At what? No, at what cost? At what cost, Mayugu? These people
Well,
that you are,
it's different from this
making
guy.
arrangements with, don't is there not something? Is it not a give and take? What are you going
No,
to
it's not
give
going to
up
come free,
for
of
those
course.
people? You understand? So at the end of the whole thing, what are Nigerians going to gain from that opposition? That's one thing you still need to look at. Like,
Okay, something
okay,
they still have
if
to
you
actually
if you
explain to
people,
us.
yeah, Because if this people, this government transfers to these people, what is the difference? What's going to be the difference between APC and this coalition people? These are all people that have already been there, that they've stolen the money, that they've
Like,
governed badly,
you know,
that you're still now to have a coalition with.
to
Okay,
save
if you
us.
now successfully take APC out of the scene, is it not the same people that will still be there? What can Obi then do? Because now it is now everybody that put you, it's not your supporters alone.
No, it's
But
called
even
coalition
before
for
you
a
get
reason.
to 2027, what is it that you're doing right now, this moment? Oppositions, you're not challenging their policies, you see
Yeah,
how
but
opposition works
that
in
one,
other
I actually
countries.
wanted to say something on that one earlier, right? Like, if we come to think of
Yeah.
it, right, they need that united front before they can begin to take, the establishment to the cleaners expectedly. Right? That's what I would expect. But right now,
Oh.
individually pushing it is not effective. But imagine if all of them
He's not,
used.
but he's not individually pushing it. He's not the only. He's not individually pushing. He has that massive number of Nigerians behind him, and he's not going to be doing it like Obi. He's doing it as Labour Party. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I see.
So even if Labour Party is divided, at least there's a section that is with him.
Kind of with him, yeah.
So
Okay.
if you're not pushing it, they say we have it here now. We have the this Democratic Party. We have the Republican Party, right? It's he can go there, do this opposition fight as the leader of the Labour Party and his supporters. The only reason those people will not go after Showore is because Showore does not have the numbers. So what are they going to fight Showore for?
That's
Even if
probably
he
more
goes
like
after
that.
them. Since this man has been there, Showore has been the one that called your inspector general illegal.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one. He has called for protest. Do you understand that?
I'm with
He
you.
has called for protest. So if Obi did the same thing like this guy is doing, don't you think that thing would have more impact than that?
Well, I would
So
expect it to,
instead of
yeah.
the obedience to now, they don't even know what they feel themselves as just number. They see them as number. They don't see themselves as political
Like a
stronghold.
force.
Like exactly,
They
they
don't see
are the one
themselves as
that's supposed to be
force enough.
dictating to Obi right now. Like this is what we want you to do. If you want our votes this time around, you got to do this. You have to earn it. You got to earn these votes. Not just anywhere you go, we follow you.
I know.
Anywhere we go, we follow you.
Let me take another one because
So I don't blame Showore. It's just politics. That is what it is.
right. Thank you very much.
All right.
For stopping by. Our time is almost out, though, right? So
Yeah. Thank you.
you know what? I'll take one or two more that we can call it tonight. I expect more reactions to follow that. Okay. So everyone is free to express themselves the way they see it. Don't forget that. All right. And you can disagree with anyone, everyone, including me. But please do so respectfully. Okay. So that the next person that's going to react can also react respectfully to you too. Let's see our next caller. Thank you to those of you who have responded to my call earlier, right? So now we have 500 people who have. What's going on? Okay. It used to be more than that, right? So please, if you haven't really liked the broadcast, please do now, okay? Here's my caller. Hello.
Hello, brother Mayegu.
Yes, sir. Baba.
They call you the People's General.
Yes, sir.
Well done, my brother.
I'm very well, sir.
Good. Regards to your family, eh?
And to yours too. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Thank you, my brother. For some time now, I've been mentioning Showore. I like him, but this person that I just called now, she's a kind of very political. You see the way she sews her words. No, Showore is not calling for any protest. Let me tell you one thing, what I see about Showore. If you look at this Tinubu regime, if someone they know that is a threat to them goes to any television and say anything, you see them counter that person immediately. They go after the person with police, with anything, with DSS, with DSS, with all kinds of. You understand? But you see the way they don't. You see the way they always overlook Showore. It's one of them. And when you see Showore talk, whenever he's talking about Tinubu, just watch his word, how he say them. Watch Showore and his friend, this Deji. Look, if you go to Abuja and see how Deji lives, my brother, these are people who have no source of, you can't say they are doing this. This guy says he's a lawyer.
Baba, just for the sake of our no, that's okay. So
no, I'm a kind of saying that these are two people that
I'm not trying to stop what you say. I just want to kind of like put some few stuffs into what you have already said. DG present himself as a lawyer. He is a lawyer. All right.
Yes.
And he also pride himself as a businessman. So I don't know if for any reason, without any evidence, you can just accuse them of,
My brother.
Sir?
What kind of business? Anyway, let's not go there. But what I'm trying to say is,
I'll let you have your field, all right? Because normally I'm not supposed to interrupt you, okay? I'm just like
no.
Converse, but please go on.
My brother, you are in charge. In charge.
Because I once in a while I just feel like sometimes, right, there are some certain things that they probably really don't count, or we are more observant than ourselves. So you may be somebody who see things from other angle in order to arrive at a particular conclusion. So I'll just let you have this. All right, sir, please go ahead.
I mean, sometimes you will not hear Deji say anything. He will just come out and tell you, in 2027, I don't see any opposition that is going to stop Tinubu. Those are political words. You understand? They say them, it's a kind of, because these people are, yes, no. Or he will tweet something, those are things that that they are political words. For me, let me just leave it there. So another thing that caught my attention today is the guy that called before that talked about this guy kidnapping a pregnant woman with twins. Man, that is horror. I mean,
the only one I remember was when they slash open a pregnant woman. This one is not like she's had a baby. They slash it open in Benue. They slash it open and they just pull the baby out, and then they slash the baby again in front of the mother. So the baby, the body of the mother, it's an open womb like this, as well as the arm of the baby. They dropped the both of them in their spots. It was horrible. I've seen horrible killings by these murderous vampires, by the way. But I've never seen the one where she delivered the baby and they fed the baby to the pigs. Things are happening, sir.
Anyway, anybody that takes life of anybody, whether a child, unborn, born, it's a crime against humanity.
It's unfortunate. Like,
and the problem.
Go on, sir.
Yeah. Why this keep going on is, people steal money. There's no repercussion. People kill. There's no repercussion. A lot of things happen. There's no justice. No. You see, last time there was something you said something about the chief of army staff when he said these things are happening because there is a choke, or there is a way he said it in the Sahel region. Do you know why? Do you know what he said? Why he said that? Because Burkina Faso has chased them. Niger chased them. All these Sahel. Do you hear anything?
You are so right, because that's exactly what he meant when he said there is this global sort of like efforts in Sahel, in the Sahel area, whatever the hell that means, right? It simply means that there is a global collaboration to destabilize this Sahel. We all know why.
Because these Sahel people, they don't give them space no more. They are chasing them. Yes, they are chasing them. So they ran away. Nigeria is the only safe place they have, because the military use them, and my brother, you know what is happening now. It's all about pockets.
It is what it is. But anyway,
Nigeria.
Thank you. Okay. So
well done, my
your
brother.
own
Well done.
contribution has also helped, because there are those people in the comments already agreeing with you, by the way. So yeah, I'll take another
Well done,
one.
brother.
Okay.
Well done.
You
Well
have a
done.
good,
Yeah.
yeah, you have a very good
Thank
evening,
you.
sir. So here is another one. Meanwhile, our time is almost up. Okay, like up, because normally we started there about 10 minutes late, and I'm trying to infuse that to ensure that we have our full 3 hours, which means after this phone call, that may be us for the night. So please like the broadcast if you haven't liked it already. All right. And share it. Even subscribe to my channel too. Please. Here is my caller. Hello.
Yeah, Mayagu.
Yes, sir.
How you doing today, sir?
Good evening. I'm very well.
All right. Okay.
How are
I'm calling
you?
from Washington, D.C. Very well, very well. I want to
Fantastic.
do,
Go on. Yes, sir.
yes, yeah, Mayagu, most of us, or rather, lovers of Nigeria, tribes where they come from in Nigeria, that believes or have the belief on our own school of thought, which is to balkanize Nigeria.
Yep.
And let people grow from
everybody,
their nations. Yes, I will want to announce to them that the time has come. Everybody should start chilling their champagne, because that is going to be realistic, not in a very far time, probably before 2028. I will tell you what I have analyzed and
please share
what
with
I have
us.
come up with. Now, you see, Tinubu is a very smart person, but
Tell me more.
God is using him to do something. He has finished up strategizing and has all his plans set to rig an election. But he also wants to get legitimate votes. Then he is working on that now to get legitimate votes, right? But unfortunately, his albatross is not treating the North well in this term, calling their bluff, scheming against them. Now, Tinubu may win the election, but he will never be a ruler in 2027. He may rig his way out, but that's the end of Nigeria. 2027, mark me. This is me today talking to you. I've not spoken to you for almost a year, but since some days now, I've been trying to come, but you are not coming online. So today I kept on trying because I need to let people.
Like never before.
Exactly.
Good.
You deserve it. Yeah. This situation, right? There is an angle of the what is happening in Africa right now, right?
Yep.
Which is looking good for the 3 nations that have adopted to work with the states.
Exactly. Now.
Yes.
Those who have decided to form their own bloc.
Yes.
Within other blocks.
They form their bloc and they are leaning. They are leaning differently. They are not leaning to the unipolar system. They are adopting the bipolar, which is about to erupt, right? North is having that tendency to join that system. And if they did, like I put on Facebook last week, 1 week ago, that what do I know? That the South will be migrating to the North by 2030 to seek for greener pasture. People didn't understand what I'm saying. That is going to take its root between 2027 and 2028. And by 2030, if the South doesn't if they don't leave Britain, if they don't do something, which I know we will do anyway, because if North manage to go, then I don't see any reason why South should remain with the British. Yes. So Britain is realigning themselves with the South. So they are going to fail the North, and the North will not take it kindly with them, and they will disintegrate Nigeria. That is pure and simple. The only way that this can stop is for Britain to support the North, the imperialists to support the North in this election, and that is making Obi president, which they will never want to do.
Right.
Because Obi will definitely contest,
with
for
or
the
without
North.
any coalition is running.
he's going to be on this coalition and he's going to be the presidential candidate for the North, and he's going to be one tenor. That's what he's going to sign with
see
them.
how that plays out as usual. Okay.
Yes, mark my word.
All of us are
mark my word.
You have no idea.
Nigeria is going to end.
Yes, now there's something about that place that sometimes when somebody like yourself calls in, right, and they begin to talk or speak, there are those behind listening, right, that will automatically like align with your line of thoughts. Do you get that now? And me, I get to read their comments and their reactions. So
there is no coming back for the. Yeah. There's no coming back for the North. Tinubu has already, fight them to the extent that they cannot come back. Right. No matter his diplomacy, no matter his negotiation, they're not going to come back.
No, they are doing the chest thumping right now. That
exactly. The only thing left for the North is to deal with the dichotomy between Christian, that's non-Christians and more non-Muslims and the Christians, or rather Muslims and non-Muslims. That is the only thing that is keeping them. But if they're able to come